Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Kennedy Budgets. How y'all doing or whatever? Hey kings and queens, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl and Kennedy Budgets. And y'all, it's been so long I don't even know my intro no more. Fam, I know my intro no more. Hey, it's any care from any budgets. Fam, I don't know my intro no more, but hi, okay? I know you did not plan to see me on your screen because I did not plan to be here either, but here we go. I said, listen, today's the day that we gonna record. Today's the day we gonna let y'all know what's going on because, baby, the check is about to be checking and I need to know what's going on. You feel me? So first things first, if you are oldie here, but goodie, thank you for staying around, sticking to and waiting on me, baby, because I've been gone for a hot minute, okay? Clock my tea, okay? Clock my tea. I've been gone for a hot minute, and here's why. I was taking a break, and I was living my life. Yes, I was, okay? And it is what it is. I moved. I went on my first solo vacation. I visited all family and friends, and then I am now in a new space in a new country. Things is happening, the budget is changing, things are just doing a lot. And on top of that, we gotta go miss Shutdown, baby. Come on now, come on. What is not the first video if it's not dramatic? Okay, so without further ado, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment down below, and child, let's get into it, okay? All right, had to put my glasses on because your girl got to see she ain't got no contacts in, okay? And this puff is puffing. All right, so as you guys can see, your girl is not doing hands and papers today. I just feel like there's a lot going to be happening with my credit card, you know, paying for things. Y'all, one hand is done and one hand isn't. I'm gonna get this one together. I needed a minute. But I am doing digital right now because I need to see things digital. Honestly, being in another country, and guess where we're at? The United Kingdom. I'm over in Europe, guys. So your girl was in Asia, she was in America, and now she over here in Europe. So I'm in the United Kingdom, and you know, clap my tea because the money is, y'all, when y'all, it's a gnat. I eat fruits all the time, and so these gnats be thinking they pay rent up in here, child, and just be in here just living their life. Like, baby, you need to go. Hello? Leave. But yeah, I'm in the UK right now, which, baby, and other than the gnats, we got spiders. Come on now. Piss me off. But anyways, yeah, the money is changing. It's doing a whole lot, and it's not doing enough because the US dollar is not that strong over here, okay? I get 3/4. I want to say that's the number that we rocking with. I go about 3/4 to $1. So 75 cents to £1 over here. No, I'm sorry. Back it up. £1 is $1.30 USD. Let's go that way because that makes more sense. All right, so when I say that, you know, the money is not money over here, girl, I mean it. But what we gonna do is prepare as best as we can for all the things that's gonna happen. So let's start talking about the numbers and what they gonna do, okay? So I've kind of estimated, because your girl works in payroll, so I can see my check. I've kind of estimated what your girl is gonna be paying. Let me get these glasses off. I'm putting them on if I need to see, but maybe we're gonna take them off for now. But I've kind of estimated and seen what my paycheck's about to be. So I kind of know what's going on. So I am just prepping for that. I do have 4 options on here. I got paycheck 1, paycheck 2, allotment, and other, because those are the 3 different deposits that you're going to expect in her bank account. And the paycheck 1 and the paycheck 2, ain't gonna lie, they give in $19.50 because I make about the same thing every 2 weeks. Now there might be some changes because we get what's called cost of living allowance over here, and basically when you live in a high priced area, they kind of give you money to offset that, so you don't be out here, you know, fighting for your life. So I'm getting $19.50 on a check, and that's after, on each check, and I get paid twice a month, and that is after I do a allotment, which basically what that means is from my 2 checks, I take part of that money and I set it aside, and then they give it to me on the first of the month. That is the allotment that you guys see right here, and that is $2,500. Technically it's at the end of the month, but who counting, you know, who in the little weeds, okay? But I would get this basically on the 31st of October, which is going to pay for, which would have came from my first check in October, which would be on the 15th of October, and my second check in October, which would be on the 31st. So, and I also get that allotment again on the 31st. So yeah. Now the other is anything else other than those three things, because I don't really have no other income coming in. Okay. And so yeah, right now that junk is zero, and that is all I am budgeting. Child, how much did they say this total number is? Ooh. Your girl is working with 5,400. I don't too like that, but we gonna keep it. Your girl has 5,400 that she is working with for the month of October. Okay. Now, before I get into all the bills, because you guys can see the numbers, I ain't hiding nothing from you, baby. It is what it is. But if you look over here on the to the right of that the income portion, you guys, matter of fact, let me back up. If you go over here, you see running number. You see running number for budget, and then you see running number for actual. Obviously, I put number in the budget section, so you see that, you know, change. And then when I put money in the actual, you'll see that change as well. So that's why this actual is zero, and this running number for budget is 5,400. So real cute. Love that for me. Love that for you. Okay. So now, beside that, you guys will see all of my bills that are in Great British Pound. Okay, that is expensive. Okay, expensive. So, first things first is your girl rent. Rent is £12.75. You know how much that is in USD? $17.50. Okay, clock the numbers, because baby, they was clocking my tea when my chest was hurting when I saw the conversion. Okay, but that's what I'm telling you. America need to step their money up. Okay. Step your money up. Get it together. So yeah, $17.50 is my estimate, and that is off of a $12.75 Great British Pound rent. My electricity, I'm budgeting. What did I budget? $100. 110, 150. Now, this has been my first month living inside my new home, hence why you guys can see half of my closet behind me, because y'all, the spaces in here is small, and they don't give you closet space over here, baby. So luckily for me, I have 3 wardrobes, so I do have some space, but child, on a regular, they don't give you closet space. So I had to buy me a clothes rack. Boom. Okay. Money that was not, well, I did plan to spend it. I did spend that money. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, electricity was 110. Like I said, this was my first time staying in this place. And honestly, y'all, I got my first bill for, I want to say £70, which is, to me, is like $110 if we talking about it. It's like $110. Okay, so I'm expecting my utilities to be like $200-300, and I'm not gonna lie, they do give us money for utilities, which is about $600, because they know what I'm telling you. When I say that over here is expensive, I means it. Okay, so yeah, 110 is for my electricity. I'm planning $150 for that. What did I say is for, child? Gas is $75. I said $100. Them numbers ain't numbering. How is it that 110 equal 150, but gas is £75 and it's equal to $100? The numbers ain't numbering, but baby, argue with somebody else. Don't argue with me. Don't argue with me. It is what it is. Okay. Electricity and gas come together as one bill anyways. Okay. Okay. Next we have water, which is $100 and it's $130. Baby, don't argue with me. Argue with somebody else. Phone bill is $12, and we love that. That is usually like $17 around there, because baby, the phones don't work over here that well. Let me not say that well, but for some reason, you like connections, you know, you gotta try to make them as best as possible, because baby, they really ain't out here. But yeah, I live on the internet. At work, I'm on the internet. At home, I'm on the internet. So really the in-between is when I use my phone. So I'm on the simplest of plans. And that is £12 a month. And that is $17. Because baby, I don't need no more. Okay? So $17 is my estimate. My internet is £32.99 right now, which is like $45. Child, I don't know, but I'll take it. And that's for the highest speed. Come on. And so yeah, and so that's estimate of $60. Road tax pisses me off. Okay, let me explain why. So Road tax is basically money that you pay the government for using a gas vehicle. Okay, I believe you also pay if you're using an electric vehicle, but it's basically an environment tax. And so you have to pay this every single year or every 6 months or monthly. Like, they have the options. So I did a little calculation, which is down here at the bottom underneath here that says annual tax. And this baby came out to $3.95. And I said, good God. So the USD version of that is $550. $550 is the USD version of that. So basically, I want to pay for a year because I just paid for 6 months and I basically paid $300. Hurt my heart. And now I want to pay for the year, which is $550. Because your girl is trying to, not pay. I'm trying to pay the least amount of money in these road taxes possible, which is if you pay the year, it's the better price, obviously, than if you pay monthly or if you pay for 6 months. I'm just saying. And then, so yeah, it pissed me off because why must I pay to be on the road? You know what I'm saying? That's what taxes is for. But baby, no, because they tax over here crazy. They tax for everything. They tax for you breathing, okay? If you need oxygen, you better make sure you have insurance because they taxing you for everything. I've seen it. I just can't believe it. And this is why the road tax pisses me off. But I live here now. It is what it is. Next is MOT, which is basically a vehicle inspection that you have to do once a year, which is because the vehicle's over here. How they do it, right? So you have your vehicle is built, and your vehicle is registered with your license plate. So your license plate stays with your vehicle the entire time. If you sell it, it stays with a license plate. So it's not like America where you can change out a license plate and that license plate is associated with your name. No, this license plate is associated with the car. So with that VIN, and then you just change owners off the car. So, and then they have this car slip thing. It's all a thing. So, but yeah, that's how it basically stays. So every year, you have to do a vehicle inspection, and basically that's just the history of the vehicle. Anything's wrong with the vehicle, you can see everything. And so what that does is it makes it easy. It's like a Carfax. You pay for it every year though, you can do it yourself, but you pay for it every year. And basically anybody who has your license plate can check and see what has been wrong with your car, what you have fixed on your car, and then and so they can see anything, if there's going to be mechanical issues and all of that. They can see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So that's what MOT is. I'm not too mad at MOT because I'm like, okay, this to me is like doing your driver's license, right? And you pay your $25, $20, whatever it is that you pay based on your state. And so I'm cool with that. I'm cool with paying the inspection one, but that road tax, that one pissed me off. Still pissing me off to this day, but it pissed me off. But anyways, that's it. So this is my estimate of my monthly bills. That's over here in the Great United Kingdom. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to drink some water because baby, sip. All right, now we've gotten over the bills over at the Great Britain. Let's talk about my full monthly budget, which is what we're really here for. But I'm talking and I'm giving y'all all the tea and saying all the things because why the hell not? All right, so let me get my glasses because your girl got to make sure she knows what's going on. All right, so as you guys can see, the first thing on here is December rent. Now you might be like, girl, this is October. Are you in December rent? Here's the thing. Oh, me, the G that was there when I was doing all these budgeting videos and I was saving all this money when I still went on vacation. Oh, G, big dog. That was me, was saving her money because she was like, oh, I gotta make sure I got some coins for when I get over here because you know what, your girl don't got a car, I need to buy a car. Bought it. Your girl, I didn't pay on paying first month rent and all those, but you know what, I got me a little extra, did it. So all that to say, Big G, any B that was out here saving all this money, she hooked your girl up, and so now I'm able to have 2 months ahead in rent because I pay September rent and I still I have October and November rent. That's a lie. Yeah, no, that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, I had October and November rent unlocked in the account because I do have a Great British online bank account because I just needed to pay my bills, to pay my landlord and all the things. But I needed that. And in that account held 2 months rent. 2! Okay? And so I just love that for me. So now I am saving for December rent, and I'm basically 2 months ahead. So that's why on my October budget, you guys are seeing December rent, because October, November is unlocked. You feel me? All right, so 1750 USD, that's what we are estimating that we're going to pay, but currency conversion, baby, we don't know, okay? So get it where you fit in. Electricity, of course, is 150 because all of this is going to be in the USD amount because that's what your girl sees and that's what she's going off of. The gas is 120, even though I said gas is $100. I wonder why. I think I increased the gas to match the, like, how much I'm expecting it to be in USD. You know what? Let's put this at 100. And let's put this at 120. 130. All right. 130. Let's be. And then let's put this at 130. All right. So it's making sense. All right, so we changed up gas, so we put that 130 because, again, this month I'm only paying $70 for gas and electricity, but that's 70 Great British pounds, so that's probably gonna be like $100 and something dollars. Cool, love that for me. But excuse me, your girl had fruits and water, and apparently that filled me up. So, but I don't foresee that being, you know, the monthly. And like I said, I do expect to be paying like $200-300 in gas and electricity, yeah, I do expect to be paying about that. So if you combine them anyways, they $280. So I do expect to be paying around that or more. Just being honest from the way how these gases is working, child, and it ain't December yet. So I'm waiting for when that cold really hits to see what this money gonna look like. Just saying. Anyways, the water is 130, which is basically, I don't know how they do water here, y'all. My landlord said they charge on a quarterly basis. I said, bitch, for what? Charge me monthly so I can know what's going on. Because, baby, if you think that I'm going to be out here saving this money for this water on a quarterly basis, you got me messed up. I don't know who told you that I wanted to pay my water quarterly. How much is this water anyways? Is this water going to be like 80 pounds? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to take this shower and I'm going to brush my teeth. And so I just want to know, how much is this water going to be? Because, hello? Who gonna tell me? So he's on a quarterly basis. If they don't send me nothing, then I need to reach out to him because, child, I've been waiting for this bill so I can figure out what's happening with my life. But they didn't send nothing. At the time of this recording is October 6th. But let's continue. Anyways, phone is $17 like we clocked our T over there. Internet is $60. It's gonna be less, but we're just gonna put that at that for now so that, you know, we can keep it in the loop because it does increase after it increases after 6 months and then it increases again a year after that. So I'm basically trying to be ahead of what it's gonna be in 2 years. Yeah. So I just put $60. Let's see. Car insurance is $112. Sorry, my mouse is here. Car insurance right here is $112. You know, I'm gonna start clicking. But it's like $111 a month. Girl, please. I'm pretty sure something moved in my boxes because I do still have boxes of stuff that I do need to unpack. But child, I saw something move because, y'all, there are spiders up in this hoodery. They everywhere. They live like they own places. Y'all, I had a spider inside my house. I had a snail inside my house. Bear in mind, ain't none of my doors open. Nothing's open. So how you get in here? How? Answer the question. How you get in here? it's stressing me out. It's stressing me out. But anyways, so $112 is for car insurance, and I pay $111 something. I don't know, but we put $112 because we right there. Netflix is $26. Come on now, work with me. Netflix is $26.74. She ain't switching up unless Netflix decided to increase, child, and I do pay for me and my cousin in Jamaica because she be using it. My dad in Jamaica is $200. He may increase a little bit, inflation or whatever. So I'm kind of deciding to increase it because I do have more disposable funding. And so I do want to, make sure that man's has adequate food and whatever. But I'm trying not to put a financial strain on myself because that was happening slightly when I was in Mississippi, and so I just want to make sure that I'm good. But right now I don't have no debt or nothing. Really, most of my money is going to be going to investing, so I'm in a great financial space to be able to do that, to increase them a little bit. I do keep it at $200 because that is what I originally have him at on my previous budgets, and so I was like, you know what, let's not switch it up, let's just keep her there for now, and then we can figure it out later. So it is what it is. ChatGPT is $21.39. She's fine. She's the same. Canva is $12.99. True story. CapCut is $8. Factual. And I can use CapCut over here because you can't use it in America, but I could use it in Asia and I can use it in the United Kingdom. So yay. I don't know if America is like letting you do it again because child, yeah, but yeah. Apple Music is $18.18. That ain't changed. Apple Care is $8.01. MOT, because I have 10 months to pay it, and I'm basically saving for 100 USD. So I'm going off of the USD amount because the estimate was 75 pounds to do that inspection. And I'm going off the USD amount, which is $100, and I have 10 months to basically save up that $100. So that's why the MOT is $10 right now. So yeah, then the road tax on here is $110 because I'm trying to save that $550 in 5 months because my current road tax expires in February. So yeah, we're trying to do that. So it's $110, and what is it right now? Is October. So October, November, December, January, and February. I'm kind of in February because I'm basically paying off. Ooh, that's the way how it's going. So I get paid on the 15th. Obviously, I'm going to have bills between the 1st and the 15th. That's going to be on my credit card. And then from the 16th through the 31st, I get my second check on the 31st. And that's going to pay on the rest of those. Basically, I'm using my credit card to buy all the things and then use my check to pay off my credit card. So because of that, I'm counting February. If that kind of makes sense. I'm counting February as a part of the inclusion of the 5 months because even though I'm most likely, because I believe this road tax expires on like the 16th, even though I will be already paid for it on the 16th, February bills don't come off of all of February until the end of February. So yeah, it's a whole situation of things of how I'm planning on doing stuff now, but we're almost done. Anyways, now let's go down to the section right here. So this is the grocery petrol, which is gas, car gas, household toiletries, rewards points. So basically what I did was, what am I expecting to pay a month for these? So $4.60 is literally what the government gives me to eat. So I decided, ooh girl, don't mess up the thing. $4.60 is basically what the government gives me every month to eat. And so because of the currency conversion over here and all the things, child, I said, let me just put $4.60 over there. Because sometimes I can eat bougie and sometimes I can eat broke. Okay. 2 BBs. All right. Next is petrol, $160. I ain't gotta see it. Everything is blurry right now. I'm just letting you know, but I took off my glasses so y'all can see me. But I know that number. $160. And you might be like, girl, why is it $160? Because I only drive a small car. I drive a Volkswagen, y'all. And I put $30 to $40 of gas in my car faithfully every single week. So I just did, high end. $40, 4 weeks, $160. Y'all, do y'all know that just fills up a quarter tank? A quarter tank. quarter tank. I use about a quarter tank every week, and that's all that it fills up, a quarter tank. Yeah, out here, expensive. And that is if I buy gas on base. If I buy gas off base, you know what, let me get some grapes so I can soothe me, because junk's expensive. Real expensive. I needed that grape. Anyways, so $160 for 4 weeks for a quarter tank of gas per week. Y'all, this is a real thing. Anyways, next is household, and household, right, girl? Now I can't see, but I need to know. Yes, household is $50. And the reason why household is $50, because really, only thing I should need is paper towel. Paper towel and dishwashing soap. Because, right, I did a mass, I did like a stock up. I did a stock up of laundry detergent. I did a stock up of laundry detergent. I did a stock up of body wash, shaving cream, face wash, face moisturizer, like all the things. I did a stock up, okay, all the way up. So I spent like $700 stocking up, because at that time I'd already saved the money, like I said, because Big G back in Korea was saving for me. You know, me right here, like little me. Big G was saving for little me. So now that I'm here, I spent like the $700, and I just bought all the things that I would need, and I just did it for 6 months. I bought the beads, the laundry beads, the laundry detergent. I didn't buy the softener because they don't have the scent of softener here. They just have other softeners, and I was like, I don't want that. I want all my clothes to smell the same, okay? And so that's how I used to. And mine is Moonlight Breeze. If you know, you know. That girl eats that every time. But I bought the beads, the dryer sheets, the softener. Well, not the softener, the laundry detergent, and the only thing I was missing was a softener. And y'all, do you know, for it to ship over here, that jumped at $100 and some dollars, because I wanted to buy 5, and I gotta pay for shipping and handling. I say y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it, cause white vinegar does the same thing. If you do not know, white vinegar does the same thing. Your clothes though won't have no scent, because white vinegar is a scent, like, what is a deactivator or whatever, a neutralizer, whatever it is. Yeah, so white vinegar be holding it down, okay, back in the day. So if you do not know, if you need a fabric softener that's $1 something, because you can't afford to be buying a softener that's $15, and you need your clothes to be soft, white vinegar. Just letting y'all know. So yeah, so I don't need nothing. So $50. And like I said, the reason I put $50 is because I think I might need to buy paper towel and laundry detergent. Not laundry detergent, but dishwashing liquid, because there's not a dishwasher here. So your girl hands is out here working. And I be using the dishwasher liquid like it's water sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But like, I just know from the amount of dishwashing liquid that I use, I might need to buy those more. So I do put $50, but I don't foresee myself needing it probably until like December. Just to be honest, maybe even January, just to be honest. And then next, I think it's toiletries. I think I put like $20. Yep, I did put $20. $20 for toiletries, because again, all the deodorants that I need, all the shaving cream that I need, everything that I need, I bought with that $700. So I really don't need it. The body scrub, the body oil, the body wash, the body, okay? All the things, the body, all the things, the body. I did. So $20 is for toiletries. And then next I have reward points, because I'm gonna be using my credit card. And since I would be using my credit card get me rewards points, and I'll be using them reward points. And so I just had that right there. And then I have other, and that's if it doesn't fall in any of the bills or those 5 categories. Okay, and you probably got somebody notice I don't even have allowance on here. I just didn't think about it. So it is what it is. It's all good. Love that for me. So yeah, let me show y'all what the other sections on this little spreadsheet is doing. So we have weekly purchases, which if I put something in here, let's put Walmart, for example. They don't have Walmart over here, but that's okay. And let's say I put $40. You guys will see that the running total changes to $40. Love that. Okay. And so I just put all the things that's on my credit card here because sometimes them joker like to disappear and take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. Not so much. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's dramatic. But sometimes they do like to take a couple days to show up, and I'll be like, bruh, I'm trying to do stuff. I can't have this. I got stuff to do. I need you to work. So yeah. So I did put that in there so I can just keep a running total for the week. Then, of course, I got me a little notes of things to do, things to remember, because you always got those. And then for the numbers over here, because you guys can see all of these have zeros. Basically, if you put any number in this section, then it shows up on here, and then it subtracts from the running balance right here, which you guys can see. This is a running total of what your girl has left over, so your girl can hold your horses if she's spending too much. But if she out here and she got money, then, you know, I can give me a little room to like go ahead and ball. Okay. And petrol and all those. So if I put $35 in here, then you guys can see it changes right here, $35. And so, you know, the running total that what I've spent so far is negative 75. And you might be wondering, girl, why is it negative 75? Because this column runs off of the actual. So if I put, excuse me, if I put $1,900 in that column, you will see the actual change. You will see the running number right here. And this is all 1,900 until we get down here where they have numbers. And why is all this 1,900? Because this goes off of what we are paid. So yeah, once you put stuff in the paid section, that's when this number changed. So yeah. So that's this section, and then this is the other right here that is down here so you guys can see, and then a little description because sometimes I just like buying random stuff and your girl needs to know what she is buying. So this is October budget and all the things. If you made it this far, congratulations. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, good job. You made it this far. But before I leave, the one thing that I forgot to talk about is this government shutdown. Hey, okay. I have been in the military. I've been through this at one time, and it lasted, I want to say like 6 days, and then they turned it back on. And your girl was a youngin' who was out here living her life and spending her money, and did not have a plan or be in the best financial situation to be able to look at this and laugh. Okay, and a lot of people, excuse me. Let me get some water. A lot of people, military members to be included, are not in the best financial position if the government decides to say shutdown for a long time. Okay. So, I currently, like I said, I'm currently in a great position. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm in a great position that, listen, even if they shut down for 3 months, 4, hold on, let me see. Look, let me, my bank account. See, see what's happening. Then I can tell y'all. Let me, let me see, you can scroll on my bank account and see what's happening. Then I can tell y'all. Let's actually, hold on. Let me actually see if it's scroll my bank account, and I can tell you what's going on. And this is like direct deposit. This is not credit card. This is direct deposit. Let's see. So the total over in this section of all of my bills is $3,471.81. That is my bill living on a minimum lifestyle over here. Okay, so $3,471. Let's just do 3,500. I can survive for 6 months. I got 6 months. I'm in a great position. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really am. And I'm really appreciative and thankful because a lot of people are not. So I can survive me a couple months out here. But baby, hopefully this junk don't go that long, you know? But yeah, it's crazy. But What was I saying? I'm sorry. No, I have been in one government shutdown before this, and it was in 2018, 2016. I think it was before this. And I just, yeah, I remember almost not being able to get this check, child, because I was like, who gonna pay this rent on the 15th? I think I just moved out into my first apartment. I was by myself. I never, had all my bills before, but rent was important. And I was like, who gonna pay this? Who gonna pay this? Okay, who is going to pay this? And I was just thinking about it, and now at my big age, and after a couple of years, I am just really thankful that I'm in the position that I'm in, because this is rough, y'all. This is gonna be rough for some people if they do extend this. I think they said Congress is supposed to come back in on the 7th of October to make a decision if they're going to continue the government shutdown or not. And honestly, we hoping they not make a decision, pass continuing resolution. I work in that area, and so even me and the military's on standby. Like, no one is doing anything. Let me not eat. Let me finish this video. We're almost done. Me and as a military member is on standby, because we're not. One of the requirements in my job is that you will not put the government. You would not make the government liable for expenses which they have not authorized, which is basically what continuing resolution or passing the bill means. And baby, ain't nobody going nowhere. So there's that. So ain't nobody doing nothing, ain't nobody buying nothing. Sit down. You better use what you got. So yeah, everybody is feeling it. Everybody, is going to experience this or is experiencing this. And so, yeah, we just in the government shutdown. But baby, yeah, it's crazy out in these streets. So I'm just real thankful. This government shutdown is affecting me both work and home, but not that much. And so, I'm not worried about them, because they pay my check, but they ain't pay my bills. You feel me? Come on. Because I was responsible. So really thankful. Thank y'all for paying y'all taxes, because y'all, put your girl in this position that she could be in. Love that for me. And yeah. So yeah, that's the end of the video. I hope I'm here more. I will hopefully be here to tell you all the things, to show y'all all the things. But yes, a new time, new space. Baby, when I tell y'all about September budget, because I'm going to do a closeout. On September, because, baby, it was crazy. It was diabolical, the amount of money that I got and I was spending. Y'all just wait. But this is October budget. I hope you guys like it. Make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one, because your girl is going to come through once again with the info, with the things, and y'all can see how my money was going on, all that stuff. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Thank you. My name is Anique Budget. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Get me some pretzels, child. This one is from Tesco. It don't taste nothing like Auntie Anne's. And it's upsetting me and my homegirls, child. Alright, let me get some grapes with it, because... Alright. I'm out. Peace.